Hello friends and welcome to my channel Tips and Tricks by me. So today we are going to make a very beautiful wall hanging, and all you need is some wool. You can take of different color, same color as you want. 10 bangles of the same size. One of them can be bigger if you want. Because I didn't have all of same size, I took one of them bigger. I will show you its use. Then some Fevicol and some pearls. You can see these pearls. They are not mandatory. If you have them, it's good. Otherwise, no problem. So, let's begin. Once we have completed our wall hanging, it will look something like this. So, as you can see, it's looking very beautiful. So, let's begin. So, what you need is this thread. I have taken it from the red bundle, and you can see it's quite a lot of thread. I've taken this much thread because we need it. Because when we are making 5 bangles of red color here. You can choose it according to you. I am choosing here 5 bangles of red color. So now I will tell you what to do. First of all, we make a big bundle like this so that it is easy to handle. Now take the one end of the thread, like I have now I have compacted very nicely. Now only a little bit of thread is left. We need only this much. After that, take one of the bangles from the bangle, all the bangles. Now we will start rolling the thread on the bangle. I will keep it aside and see how we will start rolling it. You can see here, first of all we will make around, you can see properly, just a second. Yes, like this. We will roll it. Now actually I was just trying to show you, that's why it went a little loose. Otherwise you need to do it very tightly. And then after you have done it, a little bit from this side, this much thread, leave it this much around, and just make a sort of knot, or you can keep it like this only. And after that I will show you what to do. Now after you have done this, you can take this ball, and now you can just a second. Yes, now you can take that whole ball. I have just compacted the thread a more little, and then pass it through it like this. You can see how I am doing. Here I make again a ball of it, tight one. After that, just start rolling it over the chudi like this. You can see how I am doing like this. You need to wrap the thread on the whole chudi. Now that is the bangle. Now after it is done, I will show you. Now let's see how I do it. Now I am doing it. Now it's around 16x speed. So that's why you must be thinking how it is going on. Now I don't want to waste a lot of your time. That's why I have increased the speed. You can see my bangle is almost fully covered.
As you can see here,
I'm showing
my
you
bangle
how
is about to be done. So what you need to do is, you can now cut the leftover thing. Like see, it's a lot of, it can make one more bangle out of it. So I will just cut it from around here.
Cut this thread from the whole bundle at a distance.
Sorry for the inconvenience like these.
Just a second. Now it is cut.
Now you can see here, these are round done.
Here,
so just wrap it once more.
We will do that as well. As you can see, I am doing right now.
Now as you can see, I am about to complete them.
This space, then we will.
You must have seen the fast forwarded thing right now. It's around 15x. So don't think I took less than 30 days. Just one more wrap, and it's
almost the whole thing is now covered.
Just a second.
No,
not one more.
Make sure you tight it very nicely. The thread on the chudi, that is the bangle. Please tight it very nicely. Otherwise, it will be very difficult.
As you can see, I am about to complete all of them.
You can see
now you can see
all the thread on the bangle is
completed. Now what you need to do after this, you need not have any Fevicol. You just need to make a knot on it.
Make sure you make around 3 to 4 or 5 knots. Simple knots.
Very tight one. By tight, I mean very tight. You can also double it, triple.
Now you can see I have made here around 5 to 6 knots, and it's quite tight. And you can cut these extra threads right now, and if you don't want, you can also cut them afterwards. I will cut them afterwards only. And you can see this bangle is looking very beautiful, and like this we will make all the bangles. First of all, let me show you the formation. And now here comes the formation in which we will keep all the bangles. The upper row will be of red, these 4. Then below this will be all yellow. You can see this row which I am pointing, and this will be green, and this again red. This you can color them differently if you want, if you have different colors. So now let me make all the bangles according to the color theme, and I will show you. Now as you can see, I have covered all the bangles. Now after doing this, what you need to do, now let me show you all the bangles. This is the large one bangle. I've used it at the last so that it's easy to do it. Now the next step will be, now you can see I've left the threads till now. I will cut them afterwards when we are going to tie these bangles together. And now what we need to do is, we need to tie these bangles together. Now to make it look more beautiful, we will use pom-pom. Now let's show you what is a pom-pom. If you know, it's very good, otherwise this is known as a pom-pom. This is also available in market, but we will make it at home only. It's very easy to make. If you know, it's very good. Otherwise, go on in the video with me. I will show you how to make it. Now first of all, we will take a different colored thread. Here I have taken green colored thread. You have to take a lot of it. No need to cut it at the first point, because we will not need to cut it. Here I take a lot of thread. Take the end of that thread now, and from the end we will start binding it on our own hands. Otherwise in the market there is available a pom-pom maker or something like that, but our hand is only everything we can do it with. So let's do it. Now here we go. Like this you can start binding the thread on your hands around 40 to 50 times. Now I have binded it around 50 times around my hand. You can see I am doing it. Now after doing this, what you need to do is, you can cut the end of the thread which is attached to the big, the whole wool. Now let me just first take it out of your hands. Now after taking them out, just stretch a little, make sure you don't tear it. And after stretching, you can see it is in my 2 fingers and a little gap is also between it. And now I will cut the other end with the help of a scissors. Cut it as close as possible. No need to keep any extra thread. Now let me cut it. After cutting it, just stretch it more. The stretching is not that much required, but I am doing it. Now after doing that, you need to cut a small amount of thread from this thing also, from the bundle of wool. Small, actually quite a lot. You can see how much I am cutting. It is easy if you have a lot of thread. Now after cutting it, just stretch your 2 fingers and then insert it between the fingers like this. Let me do it. Now you will need to just a second. Now here I go. Now you need to make a knot. Take it quite a lot on this side as well. Now you know how to make a knot. Make a knot on it, just like this I am making. You can see how I am doing it we are not even using a pom-pom maker. And like this you need to make around 5-6 knots. Let me do it. Now after making 5-6 knots, you will see something like this. Let me show you. Like this it is. It has 2 holes in it on the either sides. Now insert the scissors in one of your holes and cut it. Now after cutting on both the sides, both the holes, your pom-pom should look something like this. You can see it's the same as the red one. This time we have changed the color. It is a green color. Now you need to make around 6 of these. 6 of these will be enough. Now after that, take 3 bangles from the list. Here I've taken 2 red and 1 yellow. That's a triplet. And after that we will tie them together. Now how to do that, I will tell you. First of all, we will cut these extra threads from it. If you have cutted these, then it's good. Now after cutting these, it will look something like this. And now need a thread. Here I've cut a thread from the whole bundle. Now I will start tying these two first of all. Put the thread over it and turn it around. I will show it to you again, just a second. Put these bangles, put the thread over it like this, and then touching the thread along with it, just flip it once. Like this also you can do. Here it goes. Then you need to take out both these things like these. Now you just need to tie them. Now see, I am tying them. Now you have to make around 5-6 knots here as well. Why I am telling every time 5-6 knots, these are too many. The reason behind them is that otherwise if the knot untie when your wall hanging is on the wall, it will cause a chaos. Now just do it as fast as you can. Now one knot, then flip it, then again make a knot. Like this you have to do, and then attach both these bangles together. Now after making these knots, you can cut the extra threads off, and these extra threads only can be used in tying the yellow and the red. Like this, you can just flip them over and then tie it in the same manner. The only thing is that this will be in between of all of them, like these yellow and red, it should be between the two. Now I will put it on both of them and make a knot. Then we will again put 5-6 knots and cut off the ends. And here it is done. Now you need to take one green colored pom-pom, because we need to take a different color of these two. Then here I am taking a green colored pom-pom, and we will attach it in between. Now how to do that, I am showing you. You can see. Now let me show it to you once more. Like this, as you saw, what we need to do. First, from taking it over the red bangle, and then taking it under the yellow, taking it out from the another red bangle, and then putting it over there like this, and then getting it under the same thread from which we started, and then making a knot. Do it, and just a second, and here it is done. Now you can see it's quite tight, but now what we will do is we will wrap it so that it does not seems to be like very long. Now you can see how I'm doing it. I'm wrapping it over one only, like this, between them. Now after you do it, after some time it will get tight and it will stick to the bottom like this. And if you want to put a little bit of Fevicol on its back, I will do it. Let me show you. Now here I will put the Fevicol. Actually, there is no need of Fevicol. Only if your pom-pom is quite loose here, then you need to put a small amount of Fevicol like me. My pom-pom wasn't loose, but just to tell you, I'm putting this Fevicol. Just a second. You can put this Fevicol and press it with the help of a paper. Here I'm using my hand only. Now it's done. And let me show you, it's quite a tight one. It won't fall on its own. Like this, you can make 2 of them. Now after you make 2 of them, they will look something like this. Now we need to tie all of them together. So let's do it. Now you can see I have tied them. I have already told you how to tie. First of all, I tied the red ones together. Then the yellow one, in between the yellow one is there one. I tied that one to the upper and the right and left side ones, so that it is properly tied. As you can see, it's looking very beautiful. Actually, it's looking like the sign of Audi. Now let's add 2 more here, 2 more green bangles here, and in between there we will put a red pom-pom, and after that we will put a red bangle, and there will be 1 more pom-pom. Like this, I have put the red bangle. First of all, we must tie all of these. Now as you can see, I have tied the green bangles to the yellow ones, and also tied the pom-pom. You know how to do this. That's why I didn't show you the whole thing. Otherwise, the video is quite long already. So now I will tie the red bangle with the green bangle very easily. So now after doing that, we will take 1 more this pom-pom and try putting the pearls in it. You can skip this part if you don't have the pearls with you. Now you can see I have the pearls here. Now to insert them, like the pearls which I have quite a small. They are quite small and they have a quite a small hole, and it was very difficult to insert even one. So I figured out a new technique for all of you if you have faced the same problem anywhere or making this only. So what is the solution is, first of all, we will take a candle, wax candle. Here I have taken, just a second, I will increase the focus. Here it goes, and then I will light this wax candle. Just a second. Now after lighting this, what we will do is we will take the wool with the pom-pom, one end of the pom-pom, and as soon as we light it, the wax will be there down, and we can take a little bit of wax and wrap it on the first end of the wool like this. Why we are doing this? This makes the wool stiff, as wax freezes as soon as it come on a cool surface. Then after that we can easily put the pearl inside this. Now you can see how easily I did this. Like this you can add all the pearls, that is 4 pearls here we are adding into this pom-pom. Let's do it. Now after doing this, what we will do is we will tie the pom-pom, yellow colored pom-pom, like this to the end of the red pom-pom. You can also cut the waxed part as it will cause a little bit of problem in tying. First of all, let me turn them down, and then I will tie it to it. You can do around 2 to 3 knots only are sufficient here. Like I am making here 3 knots. After that we will take 2 more pom-poms, one red color and one green color, and attach them to the upper bangles. I will show you where. Now after attaching it, what we will do is we will attach 2 more pom-poms to this yellow bangles on the right hand side, one green and one red. As you can see, I am doing it right now. First of all, I inserted some pearls in it. Now you have to tie them properly like me. 2-3 knots are again sufficient because the pom-pom is not very heavy. On both the sides we will tie it and show you. Now after tying all the pom-poms to it, it will look something like this. Let me cut the extra threads. You can also cut all the extra threads if any left. And as you can see, it's looking very beautiful. Now after this, what we need to do is we will need a red color, quite a long thread. You can take it again from the same bundle. Now what you need to do with it is you have to tie it between these 2 bangles. Between 2 bangles like this I am doing. First of all, tie this with this. Just a second and I will do it. Like this you can make around 2 to 3 knots. Now as you can see, I made a knot here. If you want to know how to make this knot, you can tell me in the comment section. I will make a separate video on it. It takes quite a lot of time to make this knot, or you can take the help of any elder at your house, or tell me in the comment box. So now I will hang it on one of my wall and show you. Now as you can see, it's looking very beautiful. And thank you for watching my video. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Please watch my other videos which are on your screen.